depending on your time zone, we are here back again, of course, keeping it live and direct on this today's political rumbles here in Corwave TV. I remain the host anchor Chigoze Ndebo. The woes, of course, and the disappointment. We will continue to, of course, emphasize these factors and issues bothering our existence as a people until we begin to get it right and ask the right questions and demand the right answers to these nagging issues that have remained unabated and that is having a very negative effect and impact on the existence of the entire, of course, human race within this contraption called Nigeria. Today we are looking at the thoughts of war, missed opportunities, unmet expectations at Nigeria 63. So what do you have to say, Nigeria at 63? Thoughts of war. How have you felt?
In what situation has talking about?
At 63, independence, 1st of October. So how have you felt about Nigeria is your country? How have you felt over the
first
years?
of all, morning. First of all, how you doing? Morning to my people. Website East Coast, East Colorado, worldwide. But we live, must saw and must say what we see. So Nigeria, 63 years, Abi, and Nigeria must go 64, 65, 66. But Nigeria situation is so right. But they are just forcing the right on us. Because the system is rotten.
The system is rotten.
It's rotten now. The system is
What makes the system rotten?
Can't you see what is happening in the whole Nigeria?
Can you tell us what you think is happening?
See. This government just come now, things are not good. The last one left, this one came. And now we are now celebrating 63. You will see all of them spending millions. Where about us? Say, where about us? No flash back to Michael Jackson. Say, where about us? Say, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. They don't care about us. So talk about 63 on your own. If you are not opportune to be in a cycle, you lost hope.
If you are not opportune to be in their cycle,
You lost.
you lost hope.
So you have to feed on yourself. You have to fight for your life.
Which cycle are you describing? Is it the political cycle?
The cycle of the people that belong to this country, that hold this country that is their own. They live like king and queens.
Who are they?
You see, those are the VIP. If you like call it very VIP, vagabond in power. You understand? Vagabond in power. A VIP is supposed to be very important personality. They not twist it aside and they now occupy it on their own. Nigeria is supposed to be happy with their celebrity. Those days when you and I was a kid, Independence Day, we used to go to stadium and march. We're happy, but now you have to look for your stomach first.
You have to look for your stomach. And have you been able to find the stomach?
Where is the stomach?
The freedom. We are talking about independence. Have you been able to find independence and freedom for your stomach?
It's hard. That's why I'm telling you that the language is rotten. It's hard. It's very, very hard. And it's bad.
What opportunity do you think Nigeria have missed? The opportunity of becoming great.
Yesterday Nigeria was good. See, today Nigeria is not good. Opportunity has been lost and lost. See, there is just recruitment. The recruitment is number one. See now, you will see that student kidnap every day. Student kidnap. Who's jail with this language stuff? See, Imo State, you see your 2 or 4 days ago, ambush policemen, executing all of them, 8 of them, because the land is so happy, angry.
And there is also bombardment by the military.
What are you saying now? So the people and the government, they're enemy to themselves. Because the language is not pure. When you say A and you're not doing C, people will go annoyed with you. They will do undo.
What do you say about this government, Tinubu's government that removed subsidy and now is not paying subsidy again?
You see, you remove subsidy, you're not paying subsidy, hardship price increase. So what is the meaning? What is the reason? Where is the benefits? No benefits. No benefit now. That's why Nigeria, why I like Nigeria for one thing, because Nigeria accommodates suffering.
And Nigerians accommodate suffering.
Nigeria accommodates suffering.
But why are they complaining if they are
You see,
willingly
when you
accommodate
see that
suffering?
language, say they accommodate suffering because they can't do anyhow. Because Nigeria majority know that tomorrow things will change. But how long? Another country, this bullshit will never occur.
If it is another country,
Can't
they can't
occur.
accept this bullshit.
No, it's a mother-
So why are you accepting the same
Because
bullshit?
the situation on ground is that you don't have power to fight them because they are powerful. They kill you, they kill people, they assassinate people.
How do Nigerians know that they don't have power to fight for what belongs to them?
Suffering and smiling.
They are not fighting
How many
against
years
anyone.
ago Fela sung that song? Suffering and smiling. Till today. How long is that? Is it stop or increasing? You should ask yourself and you know the answer. Many years ago, suffering and smiling. If I suffer for what and get for heaven, how long will you go to heaven? Are you going to heaven in the first place when you are hungry? So it's only intervention of God. Those people they are men of heartless.
What are your expectations you think that have not been met as a Nigeria, or possibly if you are in other clime,
Nigeria go to the one see Nigeria. See Nigeria don't have work. No company, nothing, no light. When there is no light, everybody go. Many companies are gone. People are just roaming around. People are just looking for their daily bread. Sometimes once in a day, but maybe twice. If you see twice in a day, you give yourself thanks.
if you see twice a
You
day,
give yourself
I
thanks.
mean 2 times a day, you will thank
Go to our
God.
bank, and many companies were there before. Many of them have gone home.
Exactly, my brother. Yes, I
See,
went
they have
through
gone
that
home.
background.
Yes.
All the facilities,
They have gone.
all the companies has folded up,
They're gone.
and they are now on lease.
Let's say each company accommodate, let's say 3,000 or 2,000, 1,000 people. Now they now left all of them. Those people now become jobless. Must we follow there? Is everybody going to be fraud before you eat? When the government is supposed to take the responsibility? So what is Ajakuta still? Zero. No light, no truth, nothing.
Nigeria at 63.
Imagine 63. How
We
long?
have the steel, we have the iron
Say by the year
ores,
2000. Now
we have the natural
we
resources.
were hearing that to say by the year 2000, house for all, anything for all, anything for all. What is now? Is it on 2023? The same story. Then I said every day now the same thing.
But
Every day and the same
MDO,
story. You hear the same story every day.
Millennium Development Goals. 23 years after.
They building a house for their home, not for us. Sharing collective for their own, not for us. Where are us? We are suffering just like that, and we are Nigeria in the name of a nation, but there are few that control the wealth of that nation. They arrange themselves from governor to minister to councillor to senator to house of rep to president to vice. How long? The same name, the same face. Till tomorrow.
For the past 60 years.
Till tomorrow. They send me a message.
So what are you doing?
But one day, I'm telling you, one day Mokin will go back and come back again. They will catch him for that side. Because Nigeria, thank God, so Nigeria is growing, they are opening their eye. They are opening their eye. They are now seeing things. It's wrong. Tell the present government, the present government, they should rethink, they should renew their heart and let us see the reality of what they promised.
Well, they said that they will allow the poor breeds. And, are you, of course, agree? Do you agree with such submission? They will allow the poor. They are, addressing the citizens who give them the opportunity
To be inside that office, to
occupy such a office as poor people.
okay, let us.
Which unfortunately they are the vulnerability of their decisions at the expense of their.
I'm begging them because Nigeria is so happy. 85% of Nigeria is so happy with the situation they are facing. And that is the truth. That is a live truth.
Thank you so much, Oluwawan, for this submissions.
You're welcome.
This is the voice of the people, of course, on the street. Oluwawan has made the submissions that the people, 85% of the Nigerian masses are not happy with the Nigerian state and the situation, economic situation. that is bedeviling the country and her population. It's not unfortunate. Thank you once again for your submission. Okay, you are welcome, esteemed comrades. We are discussing about you are welcome to this political rumbles here in Cobweb TV. We are talking about the tales of war, the missed opportunities Nigeria would have become great, and of course the unmet expectations. Nigeria at 63. What is your take?
The actual first of all, I'm Shegun Kafar by name, and it is something that I noticed and realized that they were not do as the promise because on the issue of the palliative and the palliative of a thing should supposed to be free. But I don't understand that you utter a word that you're going to give palliative to the masses, and you come out with the idea that you want to sell it in a subsidized way. And what's the difference there? And what's the word palliative himself? She understand. And when somebody wants to give for me, you have already uttered it that you want to, in order to put smile on the masses' faces.
On the supposed citizen.
Yes, on the citizen. And then you now said they wanted to subsidize it. Go and take go and bring for 4,000 naira for something that worth of 8,000 naira, which is not supposed to be. That is as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not happy with that.
You are disappointed with such development?
Yeah, because that is what the promise was initially. As a good leader, you should. You need to walk the talk. Walk the talk, and that is what the promise. And everybody, we clamor that want to change, want another tribe. This is another tribe here, and honestly speaking, I'm not happy with.
So just adjust so that the camera can get you right. Or honestly speaking, you are not happy with the development.
Yeah.
What exactly are you not happy with? Is it just the palliative alone?
No, with everything,
Just let us know.
Okay, the number one is palliative because supposed to be free. If you are at all, you want to put smile on the citizen. So why is subsidizing? That's number one. The number two is suddenly just increase everything to the extent that if you are not buoyant enough, you can't go out. Or else if you want to trade from Ogba here to Yanoba, which is impossible. Supposing that you have a very, very important that between life and death, I want to do at Yanoba, and you are at Ogba here, and you are not buoyant financially. You understand? And the power venture, if you are not there, before you can give up the ghost. So at least somebody give up the ghost because you can't trade from here to because if you are not buoyant enough, as we speak, you can't go out.
Of course.
Or else you want to trade. And
how long can you cover for distance?
Yes, and I just wish that you guys should work the talk as you promised us initially.
Okay, when it comes to economy, are you comfortable with the style of addressing the economic mishaps? The steps the government has taken so far, do you think it will navigate us out of this route?
Okay, can we say because of they just put a lot of because of they just put people in power. I've not spent up to the years in the office. Unless Rome is not built in a day. So on that note, so I just want to you just keep calm for now because you understand. So Rome is not built in a day. So because of
I'm saying no day should be counted as a waste. So having been close to 4 months now, in terms of economy, the dollar is hitting 1,000 plus. I mean, is it a way forward?
No, because all this they just favor the big that has money already. So it doesn't favor the people that is struggling to get to the top. Do you understand? Because a lot of people might say it's okay because maybe because of the people that benefited from what is happening. Let's say a lot of people have families in abroad now. I think they'll be smart with us what is happening there. Because it's people that is struggling to even get a daily meal. So they are not solving the situation of this. So it's not balance. It's not balance. It's people that are the top that continue to get to the top. So which is very difficult for somebody who has already at the grand and to get to the top. So it's only the people that have money that keep on having money.
And what danger does that portend to the society at large? Because when the majority of the populations are impoverished, What becomes of such society?
Yeah, in fact, I can help everybody with something roughly because you are hungry bitterly and you don't have enemies. So you will be forced to do illegal job. You'll be forced to do what is not right. Do you understand? And I can even say it categorically. That it's even the poor people that suffer it. Do you understand? Because I don't have much. For instance, maybe I have just 200 naira on me, and somebody that doesn't have any at all, they can even still come and steal my own 200 naira. You understand? And those people that cause cause all those problems. So you will find it difficult to go and, to rob them. Do you understand? Because the security just so tight. For instance, now, so maybe you are here and they are that person. Before you can even get the kind of security, get to the pole, yeah, they have security. Those people that even embezzle them. So it is people that's less privileged that suffer the loss.
That suffer
The
the brunt of the.
sure, that's what they loss. Because if you don't have, you'll be forced to steal. And who are you stealing? It's the people that does
Within the same masses who are
Basically,
already
yes, now we are already suffering because the point that you can't,
impoverished.
yes, sir, you can't get to where they are
Of course.
because of the security. It is you and I that we are still struggling to get it. Where's my money? Just 200 naira. I wanted the money together. Do you understand? Because you can't get to the where we are. So we're just suffering. So the robbery is everywhere. There's something that come across on the internet that I saw a child of 11 years stealing. Yes, what make is 11 years stealing? So by everybody was starting beating me. You're a thief, you're a thief, you're a thief. To some extent.
At 11 years.
At 11 years.
Possibly hunger could have moved him.
Yeah, but then I'm hungry since last year. Since the day before yesterday, I've not eaten anything. Do you understand?
Wow,
You're 11 years. So look at what country are turning
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria, 11 years old.
And they will still beat the person.
We didn't beat the person. Do you understand? It is. Someone.
What's to be blamed? Is it the young guy or the government? It seems the government in tackling corruption and insecurity are not looking towards this direction. That the more they impoverish the masses, the more the risk, of course, of increasing crime within the society. Imagine a boy of 11 years, because of hunger, was, tempted to go and steal because he is hungry. Otherwise, he wouldn't have contemplated on that.
You can't even think in that direction. But you want to blame, I won't blame that boy. Do you understand? Because I will blame the government. Supposing the government do the needful, in fact, it will not have the effrontery to go and steal. Do you know? By the time they even interrogate the parent, both mother, they said we don't have. We tell the boy that be patient with us. Patient with us. Let the client of your father pay. But do you know? It is. Once. This is what it was one man that people, how much this guy is, I beg, I want to pay. I'm gonna have to pay the guy, that small boy to the hospital for the treatment because I've already paid. Do you understand? So you can't blame the boy, just 11 years because of the hunger. I don't blame him. And he went to buy
And why should the elderly ones beat a young guy of that nature? Well, they wouldn't blame him because the state of the nation, people are frustrated and are already, of course, anger prone. Possibly that could be the reason why he was beaten. But otherwise, he shouldn't have been beaten.
he shouldn't have been beaten.
Because if his parents are well to do, if certain things are working well for the parents
Yes,
could have provided for them.
Yes,
The same economic crisis plaguing the entire masses also affecting his parents.
yeah.
So what is government doing? The president said that he will dole out the next batch of palliatives. While millions are still crying, they have not received any in the first instance.
Honestly speaking, there is what I say that if you can't beat them, you join them. All those palliative of it is, if you are not in that can cause, you can't receive it. That's the truth. So as far as this country is concerned, I think they have afflicted everything to the party. Once you are not part of them, you can't benefit from them. Even though the so-called party member, they subsidize, they pay, and they say we are going to pay little amount. When the order came from above from the federal level, we want to give you guys palliative in order to put smile on the person's face. So you announce we want to subsidize. I'm talking from experience, which is not supposed to be. And for that subsidized one, before you can even have privilege to get the subsidy, you must be part of it.
You must bribe your way,
Yeah, that's the truth.
even to be listed as among those who will be subsidized. What they are giving you will be subsidized.
So which sound not right?
I hope. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Mr. Correct, for having your opinions being heard. I do appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and we hope that the government will, of course, hear the yearnings of the people. This is live and direct from the masses of this country, and I hope that it will be an important information to checkmate the excesses of your foot soldiers who are doling out the palliatives. It's quite unfortunate. What do you think Nigeria uh, would have done to become great? The missed opportunities.
Okay, just one word. They should walk the talk. Because when you guys want to get to the power, you promise heaven and heart. But once you get there, I mean things change. Walk the talk.
Walk the talk.
Walk the talk.
That is the advice to the political class and the supposed leaders of the Nigeria.
Please walk the
That
talk.
they should walk the talk. That people are fed up, of course, empty promises, have not done anything better.
From the councillor, council chairman, our assembly, senator, the president, the governor, house of representatives, everybody that have the opportunity to get to this corridor of power, walk the talk.
But can this be possible under this current configuration without the masses holding them responsible? Walk to your councillor and demand accountability. What have you done for us in the past 2 years in office? The governor, what have you done to us? The legislators? Wouldn't that be possible?
It's achievable. Among the people that among the politicians I know, there is somebody that I respect and regard so much that really fulfill the promises, that really work the talk. Is a House of Representative representing Ikeja Federal Constituency, the person of Honorable James Abiodun Faleke.
Faleke.
Yes, I mean the guy is work the talk. At least he's put smile on thousands of Nigerians' face. You know, so if you go to journalists there, yeah, but there's a lot of empowerment going on there. So there's something else. If the all the House of Rep that we have in this country that can do exactly what the guy is doing, I think to some extent the level of unemployment, the level of poverty will reduce drastically in the country. So as far as I'm concerned, it's only him that is stand out, that really, I mean, that really work the talk. It puts smile a lot of people faces. If you go to Iceland to stand, if you go to National Team of Journalism, a lot of people are there. Benefit, I mean, doing program for them, 2 days program, maybe at the end of the program, give them maybe cash.
Empower them.
Yes, empower them, give them 100K, I mean, with the tools that will start with something. So it's only him that he respect. I mean, so I'm not campaigning for him. That's the reality. If everybody, all the politicians we have in the country can do exactly what the man is doing, to some extent, the level of the poverty and unemployment will reduce drastically in
Thank
the
you so
country.
much for your submission. Yes, shout out to Honorable James Abiodun Faleke. Your message and your good words has been ringing bell all over this constituency which you represent. Honestly, just to say the least, I have heard much about him, and I salute his courage and the humanity and the service to humanity. Keep it up. That is what the people are saying, that they are happy. Yes, I can see it. I've testified about that, and another man is saying it live and direct. When you're doing good, of course, we are here to encourage and appreciate you to do more for humanity when you have the opportunity. Thank you, esteemed comrade, for your submissions.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Have a splendid day. Here we have, of course, the pastor Obong. You are welcome to today's political rumbles.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Nigeria at 63 is our focus. The tales of war, the pains and agonies you may have experienced as a Nigerian, the missed opportunities of becoming great that was entirely lost. Would you say it was lost, or do we still have hope?
What hope do we have? We have no hope. The hope is me when the time comes. What I blame Nigerian is that they don't have sense of rulership. That's the only thing. Not that Nigeria is a bad country, but we don't have sense of rulership. The rulership people that rule, don't have the knowledge of ruling. If you have the knowledge of ruling, put Nigeria in good shape. We are hardworking people. Remember when the fuel is 17 naira per liter, I 700. You know, see motor now, motor start to come out. There's now to change. The people change they now start to sit down. So we are very adjust themselves. So we are very hardworking people. We are people that have, we can make it in anything. We fly above the storm. But the only people that don't frustrate us is people that have sense. Not that I condemn them, but they don't have knowledge of leadership.
And why should they continue to jeopardize the interests of the masses? If they don't have the knowledge of leadership, why are they there?
Masses are the problem, not the government.
What do you mean?
It's a mystery. It took something to understand it. It's not the government. Government don't suffer. Masses suffer. That means there's something masses do that is not accepted to the God and the ancestors. You understand me? So not the government. Government are so wealthy. They pay education to every state governor. Nobody say you don't pay my own. You know what I mean? Education to every state governor. Government are doing their best, but the masses are the problem. But what I'm trying to say that the government don't have sense of rulership is that government could have addressed the masses the way they're supposed to be so that things can be okay for them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not telling you that government is bad. Does that mean government could have what they don't have knowledge about is to address the masses, focus the masses to make sure they live a life that makes something to happen to them. Get my point? Masses are stagnant. Our president, our governors, they are proud and they are happy. They're living in joy and happiness. But masses are suffering because of the sin of the masses. The masses are living in sin very deeper, and that's where the problem is. Now the sin that masses live now turn masses to what we are seeing today. You can't bless the soul that God caused. Does that mean no president can bless that soul? If the Bible says so that sinners shall be cursed, shall die, who can bless that soul? So masses are committing sin. So the government will have sense to dress them in that sin so that things can be better for them. Every good nation, go and see the way they do it. Like Saudi Arabia, like Libya, they give people instruction to live in life.
Are they not committing sin there?
They are not.
Don't you think that
They are righteous.
there is inability of the government to do what is right, to create the enabling environment, use millions to commit crime, to commit sin?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So government should be held responsible.
No be government. Everybody have the rules of Quran and Bible or the law of the land. Abi? Everybody have, not only the government. Do you obey those law? The masses don't obey the law. Masses obey those law.
What are the laws? And wait, how can you obey a law that does not put food on your table?
Listen to me. The law.
Like just the 11-year-old boy that went to steal because he's hungry. His parents could not afford to the mail at that time.
Listen to me. The masses sin. They praise the government. When the masses don't keep law, they can't force you to keep law. They can't beat you to keep law. Like what this man do for what country? North Korea. Yes, like North Korea. Like you want to beat people to keep law. You want to beat people to keep law. In the Indian area, we don't beat people to keep law. Like Saudi Arabia, want to beat people to keep law and they keep the law. Like Libya, want to beat people to keep law and they keep the law. Because the people that they are absent, that if they commit sin, you can affect them. You can't deliver.
Yeah, because those countries like you cited, the Saudi Arabia, Libya, they cut out for the welfare of the citizens.
Because the system keeps
and the citizens, of course, the rate of crime was minimal.
That is it. Because they keep law, they obey the government, they do what the government said, and what their Quran talk.
And the government has their interests at heart.
They are our faith to what we believe. We believe Christian faith. You know, working. We are not keeping the law to the Christian. We believe Muslim faith. We don't keep the law to the Muslim. Traditional faith. We don't keep the law to the tradition. And even our government faith, we don't keep the law to our government. If government keep law, we break it. So how are we going to enjoy? So the government are trying their best. The masses are committing sin. Look at how many people enter to buy immoral clothes and wear for street and seduce people and try to make money for it. They forget that private part they sell, somebody going to pay already for it. So you have conscience to live. Conscience is a law that guides your body. You don't have conscience of law. So how do you move forward? So when they sell the private part to men, at the end, men still go and pay that. You see, it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. So you need to understand that masses are living in deep sin, and there's no good thing can come upon them. Why? Because why? The sin that supposed to, when you righteous, government go heal government. We are take care of these people. They are serving me. They do the right thing. Some people don't know God, but they serve their ancestors. But they do righteous to their ancestors and they bless. So China don't know God, but they serve their ancestors. They do righteous to their country, to their ancestors and they bless. So you know they're righteous to what you are believing as a person. Quran law, you know they come with Bible law, you know good. Now you want to what? Come to enjoy. You guys serve Satan and enjoy. He said, "Come to kill and steal and to destroy you." When you call me as a pastor, I'm going to give you the. You can't like my speech. Nobody can like it, but that is the truth.
Now,
The government of Nigeria.
China was once poor with her
That's when they were not in
the government, those within the corridor of power, drive industrial revolution.
Now the government said when they were poor, them where they are. I'm coming. When they poor, the government now keep law. If you cheat, you must die.
Exactly. That's
Yes,
what I'm saying.
so they bring law to them and they take back to the law and they start to bless.
Beginning from the leadership.
Thank you. The leadership, listen to me. We live foundation of leadership in this way. Now, we have a lot of everything that will take us a long way. Our governor is our system in our community, being our own tradition, our own people, our own dialect. They give them money to take care of us, they chop the money. So what wrong with us? He's my brother. I'm supposed to care for me. We speak one language.
So what should you do if you know that he has stolen your money, the money that belongs to the society, and you kept quiet?
You kept quiet because
how will God fight for you?
The sin that you make you weak. The sin make you weak so you can suffer. It's a mystery. When you are righteous, you can attack. Why do you keep chewing our money? Because you're not going to fear. But when you believe in sin, the sin now hook you down. You start to watch struggles when the government is chopping your money, when the president is chopping your
Corruption.
so when you come
I think we are back.
yeah, okay, all this while
The sound is back. No, I noticed when that went off.
so you need to understand what is going on. So when we speak like this, like people that are spiritual, the Ghana people don't understand our mystery. Nigeria now we are heading to what we don't even understand where we are going. Dollar is almost 1,000 plus.
It's 1,000.
And America of rice is how much now? Bag of rice is how much now? Carry is how much now? So we are dying, not the government are dying. The government have no problem.
Because they have everything at their disposal.
There was a king that was bad. Government called punish him, not punish the masses. When the king bad, call the punish the king. But the masses are bad, then we see the pain. Our brother they give money to take care of us, they chop the money. This is our brother, this is our own language. So the problem we have is the sin that we come, we cannot allow us to enjoy the benefit of the land.
Are you saying this? We are committing sin.
Sin, we are living in sin deeper.
And one of those sins is not holding the government accountable.
Never, listen to me.
Not holding them responsible for our woes.
God know the heart of the government. Like Turmula, he promised I'll go there and do this. But they enter, they try to do what they can, but they cannot do. His heart is God was. God knows what's to the face. It was his heart. Can I save these people? Can I do good to these people? Then my name be named in Nigeria. I'm the one that saved everybody. The court says these people cannot save them because they are cursed already. It's not that sinners shall die.
Who caused them?
God. It's not that sinners shall die. So now you cannot bless them except they turn to me.
Is it only Nigerians that are caused? Are there only one committing sin? If that is your argument,
is there any country?
Why is South Africa working?
Listen to me. South Africa, according to their ancestors, they're working. America, according to their ancestors, they're working. They remember the coronavirus killed America. Sin did not help them. So there's a nation that like Nigeria now. You know, it's a religious nation. Does that mean? There's a nation that you cannot go free. Even if I serve idol now, there's something I do now. People say it's an idol. They want to kick against me. Nigeria may be idol nation. Does that mean? So you need a nation that you need the light of God to reign in that such nation for God to help. So you need a nation that you need idol to reign for idol to help. Get my point? So now you are living in sin, dying in sin. Our women no marry. All what they know, they come here every day to buy their indecent dressing. Enter Facebook now. One woman that open bomb, you see 2,000, 10,000, like 3,000 comment. I like you, I love you. So we focus on saying I come out to my ancestors and even the Almighty God. We don't give it time.
Now, On the, you have blamed the masses enough. Now I want you to focus on the government.
Government.
If there are opportunities for these teeming populations of the youths, don't you think they will be meaningfully engaged? Of course, their talents, their expertise, their skills
Thank you.
to develop
Thank you.
the society
When government,
and better their
when
laws.
government is good, talent of the masses are what are the brand. Now let me give you an example. Buhari ruled for 8 years. Somebody that is 45 years, 40 years has come to 48 years. Nothing.
Nothing.
No plan.
That is it. Time wasted.
Time wasted. Now this man has come now. Now somebody that is what 48 years is going to like if you run now for 8 years, that's 16 years. That person is close to 60, nothing like plan. What can you plan for this kind of economy? Only what they are looking for stomach first to survive.
You are not coming.
So now the government, what make this thing to happen now is not the government that do it. It is what is the pay is a sin that costs you not to make up. Not the government. Government are paying education every month. Government will be free because they will say, I do all what I say make they do. I give to their people. Take care of them. Like Buhari said before he leave. He said, I don't owe anybody. I own no state. I do everything to make sure you take care of your people. But they can't take care. So what no now? Is it not my brother? Is it not my state?
Okay, the masses should go back to their states, their representatives, and begin to demand for accountability.
Masses first. Bongo, we do not go there is what they are sin. Masses, we draw from sin first.
Okay.
A man should say a woman to marry. You not go say a woman to commit sex as a fornication. Say a woman to be your wife. Don't say to be a sex man. Does that mean? Those are the rules. Say a girl to be your wife. Don't say to be a sex move. Does that mean? That will cripple a nation. Our parents will say our daughter to become virgins. Let us see them to become wayward children. Our sons to become sons of righteousness, not the sons of darkness. Now we transform the nation, we transform our mindset, and God begin shower his blessing by light. Now we are fully in darkness, that can God help us. So not the government. Government do everything they can, they pay education, they do, but nothing work out. The masses, okay, wait. Do you think that Tinubu get all currency in Sorok? We get it. But what do we get? The Tinubu change dollar. The dollar is here in Sorok. We are the one changing dollar and pay. But the one trying to buy food is very hard. Tinubu bag of rice is there. So if Tinubu bad, God will punish him, and then the masses go free. But masses are bad, God punish the masses, and Tinubu is free. Who can challenge him now? Nobody. Okay, so that strike now is a drag. Strike is drag. Nobody can go to strike. So somebody go. So I'm a preacher man. I know the country that we are. The problem is the masses that commit sin. We cannot enjoy sin. Sin, you know the Sunday we can enjoy here. We are dying sin. Nobody see the right thing to follow. Nobody see the right way to. We are hate. Even as I'm talking about people hate this because they hate truth. And Bible said only the truth can set you free. So the either like 6 and 60. What do we gain? The sin is put us down the more. In 1999 to now, we have nothing but that. From 1999 we start to develop sin, oversee sin, we corrupt sin, we copy sin from somewhere. Our women start to say that they don't want to marry, they want to commit sex. That's abomination to a nation.
Abomination, as the Bible says, if you are, of course, a Christian, that righteousness is also a nation.
So the nation, the sin is the
And righteousness means doing things right.
right.
If the government are doing the right things and the citizens complement, Nigeria wouldn't have been where it is today.
Nigeria can even correct the government by their righteousness. Nobody that do righteousness that God will not bless him. Nigerian masses can even correct the government by their righteousness because God cannot let them down. Okay, what government did them? Are they not surviving? They survive because the government. So the government, they do righteous. The government, God, if the Tinubu is a problem, God will hit him head here, and he could pay for it. David pay for it. He all asked or turn against him in the Bible. They wanted to kill him. He stole the Bible. He the rest of the world against him when he commits sin. The president, the king was even suffering. While the masses was what? They surviving. So we are here committing sin, night crop, evil deed. Nobody want to know God. Android phone, nobody read Bible again. All back in their new year, and we want to enjoy. It's a lie.
Thank you so much, Obong, for your wonderful submission. I do appreciate. God bless you. Yes, if I understood what Obong was saying, is that we cannot continue to blame, of course, the government alone. Nigeria assisted story because as people we have a role to play. It has become, of course, very clear that most Nigerians want to take undue advantage of their fellow Nigerians, without any recourse to the rule of law or their conscience. Yeah, this is what he's saying. Just as an average policeman on the street, we want to intimidate the civilians, and you may want to take undue exploitations and increments of arbitrary increments of your products just to rip off your fellow citizens. I think this is area is pointing out that we all have sinned, and of course need to get back on the right track if we must redeem humanity. Our interest is humanity, and as it stands now, it's quite unfortunate that what we are seeing is not what, unfortunately, we bargained for. Nigeria assists today. No any responsible man will want to agree or identify with a system that is almost near total collapse. Of course, a failed state, just as we are. Things seems not to be working. When you go to the hospitals, you will cry for the Nigerian state, where even some doctors are not, and medical practitioners are not living up to their responsibilities. It is a very painful and very sad experience, honestly. Virtually all the sectors is nothing to write home about. Yes, we have Mr. Charles. Before we wrap it up today, I think this has been an exciting moment. What do you think could have been done, the missed opportunities, and how do we reclaim such opportunities to better the lot of humanity? Most people have argued that Nigeria is irredeemable, based on their, of course, submissions and the realities on ground. And do you agree with the same line of thought, or do you have any contrary opinion regarding that? Let's know what is your standing and your position regarding, of course, the thoughts of wars. Why, of course, for those in diaspora, what led you, of course, to leave the shores of Nigeria? Let's know what are your experience. Why do you think that being in Nigeria wouldn't have given you equal opportunity to advance yourself and your life and that of your families? And you, of course, resolved to leave the shores of this country. But the country you've left, of course, is almost 63 years today. Do you think that those nagging issues has been addressed, of those myriads of problems have been addressed as it stands now? Some left 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Unfortunately, what drive them away have taken a dimension of a monster. Could you believe at this time that there is any hope, of course, redeeming the Nigerian state? Let's, of course, interact in today's section and know how to navigate out of this quagmire. Nigeria assisted to the taste of war. What are the worst experience you ever had in Nigeria before, or possibly when you had the opportunity of visiting this country of most recent time? Let's know and share common, of course, ideas and interests, and know how to better the lot of this humanity within this contention or nation. Nigeria is still on the path of nationhood. But 62 years down the line, it appears we are still not getting it right. Of course, it appears all hope seems to have lost, because if you don't know where you are heading to, you may not know, of course, when you get there, and that is quite unfortunate and quite insulting, honestly. This is not acceptable as far as humanity is concerned. We must begin to chart a way forward if we must redeem this almost damaged system, which nobody will ever desire to have such a society. How can we continue to build an economy, a society we don't truly deserve or we do not bargain for? Well, this is quite exciting, and we do appreciate everyone at this point. I leave you with these questions, of course, to respond to. Let's know why possibly you left Nigeria. Most people would have, of course, returned based on their age and of course, begin to put things in order in their respective homes and community. But unfortunately, the incessant insecurity seems to be, of course, frustrating such effort and intentions. Could you be part of such? Let's know and know the way forward. As it stands now, Nigeria is in dire help. Humanity is in dire help. And when will that help come? And where will such help come from? I think it is high time, as Obon said, that we should stand up for the realities, holding the government accountable and responsible for the actions. Of course, we'll be able to chart a way forward. This is coming, of course, to us at this moment here in Power TV. I remember the host Uncle Chigas and Dimo. Wishing you all the best, but don't forget to respond to these nagging issues that have great negative impact on the masses. Nobody is happy, nobody is smiling. And as submitted by the first speaker, that over 85% of Nigerians are not happy, whether at home and in diaspora. Could this be true with you? Let's see, of course, and know what is your response. And meanwhile, you could also, of course, encourage us through the super chats and joining our YouTube membership. Thank you once again, and remember, blessed until the next edition. Wishing you all the best. Here is Chigozie Ndigo. Bye.